Today, I want to feature this product that's not new, but I want to try to see how travel friendly it is. And literally, I'm in a space that's not very comfortable. I'm literally in my storage. I just put this up like really fast to have some kind of background, but this is like even less comfortable than like a hotel room, your car, like somewhere unconventional that where you would get ready. I'm probably like in the least like comfortable conventional place. So I want to see how great this, or I want to see how well this Denisemyrix works like for almost an entire look, from like almost the base to like the eyebrows and the lips and stuff. So let's go ahead and get started. And I kind of just realized I wasn't looking at the, straight into the camera, so oops. But let's go ahead and get started. And yeah, I want to see if I could like, if literally this is all I had, I want to see how far I can get with it, because I'm always on the go. I feel like I'm always like half done or like not done at all. And I've really been wanting to up my game with like as far as fast makeup, convenient makeup, all that stuff. These palettes literally are made for me and probably for makeup artists, but also for people like me that are on the go and can't always prioritize their appearance, but I really want to. So let's get started, and yeah, either way it's gonna be fun. Okay, so I literally have this. I have other stuff. I'm gonna want to use this powder too. I can live without powder, but I do have like an oily skin type, well, combination skin type. It's improved, so not that oily is bad. It actually helps nourish your skin, like moisturize it. But I have a brush, I have this, and then I have this to prime and set. I've kind of been using this to replace like a regular primer moisturizer. This is even more convenient because it's supposed to hydrate and also prime, so it's easier than to always have like, than to have always like than to always have a primer and a moisturizer on hand. It's easier to just carry this around, and I've really been liking how effective it is. I really feel like it does moisturize my face, and I feel like it also sits very well under my makeup. So I've been grabbing this. This is like my third or fourth bottle. I use it like crazy, so I think that kind of like shows. Okay, so this probably has already a little foundation from like the last time I applied, but I want to see if I can combine this color with like maybe this or this color, or actually let me just see how this color actually works out first. And really, if I'm only going to be using this as my base, it's really just to neutralize some redness. I know I'm not going to get like, like a high coverage or even medium coverage, probably. I could try, but I'm not counting on it. This is just like something quick, like if I had nothing else kind of look, And I've been loving it for blush, contour, eyeshadow, but I want to see how much I can use it for an actual base, like to do like a complete makeup look, because sometimes I'm just in that situation. A lot of times actually I'm in that situation. So I'm gonna start with this color. Like I said, it might be too dark, but I'll try to lighten it with this light color if needed. So I have a little bit redness here, and because my skin has improved so much, I actually don't have as much redness as I used to. I'm gonna swatch it to see. That's like kind of close to my foundation color, honestly. A little darker, but I can definitely lighten it up. And the reason why I wanted to try this as well is because I believe it's infused with Upsolite, which is this ingredient that's supposed to help with oil control. So that also is another benefit, as far as like a 2-in-1 kind of. Maybe not having to reach for like a separate primer for oil control. Okay, so ooh, that's actually a really nice match to my skin. I never thought it would match my skin, like any of these colors would match, but that's actually pretty good. I want to try that light color for a concealer. So I'm happy. I've never tried this for a base like before, I put like the blush and bronzer on, so So far it's working out really nice. Okay, so I sprayed it with that same like spray, and now I'm dipping into the lightest color. I want to see how it works under my eyes. And this is where I don't have like big expectations because the eye area has thinner skin. So things can kind of like crease and look cakey on the under eyes. So if it doesn't like work out that well, that's fine. Okay. This is literally the first time I'm trying all this. I've never tried this like as a concealer or as a foundation or like a skin tint. So these are like my real reactions to my first time trying it. Yo, this is awesome. I'm just gonna do like kind of like a base for like the eyeshadow, which is gonna be from this palette as well. It does help that my face has really been clearing up, so I don't have as much redness to cover these days, but even if I did, I don't see a problem if like redness peeks through. Sometimes it's just to kind of tone it down and just make you look a little bit more fresh, but redness isn't always like that big of a problem that society makes it seem, you know what I mean? Like, even if my redness were to peek through, like that still wouldn't, whatever. That's just who I am. I have redness, but since I haven't had much redness lately, it's pretty much neutralized it. So cool. I'm gonna start with like a dark brown for my eyebrows. Okay, so I like my eyebrows. I am not one to have perfect eyebrows. I don't like it for me. I like purposely like leave them a little bit messy just because I feel like it looks more natural. Like I didn't do as much. When you do the clean cut like under the eyebrows and you shape them and all that stuff, they don't look as natural, and I just don't like that look from my eyebrows. Even now they look fake. But if I were to like do that whole concealer on my eyebrow bone and all that stuff, it would look even more fake, and I do not like that on me. Some people, I guess it looks good on them because they kind of know how to do it, but I just really like a natural look when it comes to hair. I'm not huge on eyelashes either, on falsies, because again, like the unnatural like hair look, but I'll wear them because they definitely do make a look stand out. Okay, it's not the best work I've ever done, but at least I look like I have eyebrows now. This one is darker, but we'll see what we do about it. I think I'm gonna try a kind of chiseled look with this taupey color for contour. Yas, queen, yas. So good. This is such a nice palette. Let me take a brown, more of a brown. I'm gonna use the same brush for like bronzer and contour. And I'm gonna kind of just go over here a little bit. Again, I'm not a pro bronzer contour person, but anything helps my cheeks. Your forehead. Like, this is subtle, don't get me wrong. It's not like the most chiseled look, but this is just something that looks like even better in person. Does that make sense? I think I'm gonna start with this light color that I pretty much use for my base and like pack it on a little bit more on my transition area, like my socket. What do you call that? I think it's funny that I'm using this same shade that I use for my skin tone, but I did put on that that white color all over my eyelids, so there is going to be a contrast. So since I kind of want to deepen it, I'm going to actually use the powder, the little powder. I'm going to leave it at that because I really just wanted to see like if I could go from like the base all the way up to like the little details like eyeliner and stuff, and it's been working wonderfully. So I already got my answer, but I'm gonna go ahead and finish the look. This doesn't really carry like a blush color, so I'm gonna use this orangey to give like a little bit flush, like warmer color. Okay, I think I'm almost done. And it's so less complicated. It's much less complicated when you can just dip into like the same palette for everything. because lately I've been struggling like finding, you know, my concealer, finding my lip product, finding my eyebrow product, like getting everything together, you know, to do a makeup look. And I love makeup and I love using like 20 different products. I love it, but it just hasn't been very practical lately. Okay, again, this is my brow brush, so it has like a really dark brown color on it. Oh yeah. The only extra thing I had was that spray, loose powder, and this mascara. Those are the only like extra makeup steps that I had with me other than this palette. So that is my finished makeup look. Hopefully you enjoyed it or got some kind of inspiration as far as like minimalizing your routine and like just focusing on just creating a look with like not so many products, not making it complicated, just setting yourself up for a good day. I feel like when you like how you look, you know, you're happy like with how your appearance is in the mirror, it kind of changes your mood. And that's kind of what I've been trying to do lately. I am kind of like tired of always like looking like, you know, crazy. And like if I were just to take like maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes anywhere, like I'm literally in my storage, I could change that, you know, and kind of feel more confident. So yeah, I like look really done, and I feel like I didn't even apply that much stuff, but I look like done up. I look more done up than I thought I was gonna look. I thought I was gonna look like even more natural, but and it was all from this palette. Like, I mean, in a good way. So anyways, thank you for watching. And if you have this, try it out. Try like a full face to see if it works out for you. If you have a deeper complexion, you probably definitely will have to mix, of course, which I did too. I kind of mixed. I used this color and that color, but yeah. I consider myself medium to tan depending on the brand, and I think it worked out great. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time, possibly in my storage. Bye.